What's up, YouTube? All right, here is another podcast. I'm with my buddy Riley again. It is spring break here
You know it.
in St. George, Utah.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you saw one of our previous podcasts, but it's going to be another dating podcast. So dating part 2. We hope this podcast is better than the first dating podcast. You couldn't really hear us that well in that podcast. And as you can tell, I'm talking a little loud so y'all can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'll try to do it myself.
Talk like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess before we get started with the podcast, you have any announcements coming up, Riley? Anything that's going on?
I will be doing a service mission. And I will be... Basically, service mission is for sure the biggest thing. But other than that, and maybe going out with a girl. And then Connor's actually doing the same thing on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going on a date Saturday, so this is a perfect time to do this video podcast.
Yeah, it is a perfect time.
Yeah, I guess announcements for me. It's currently spring break for me. Man. Yeah, it's currently spring break for me. Oh my gosh. Where am I going with this? Yeah. Spring break for me, and I don't know if there's any big announcements, but yeah, let's just get on with the podcast. It's been a minute and a half. Okay, so dating. Riley, when you think of dating, what comes to your mind?
Comes to my mind. Well, for one, I think with dating, you have to make sure you give them genuine, like kind of what Cameron, Connor's cousin.
Yep.
He's very good at giving genuine interest.
Right.
So the more interest you give them, it seems like, I mean, it doesn't. Every girl's different, of course.
Right.
So let's see, where was I going with this? I think, so every girl's different. So you're gonna get different reactions every time you give a girl interest. Some girls might push back. Some girls could come to you.
Pushy.
Yeah, kind of pushy. So kind of different for every girl in every situation. But one big tip I would say though is make sure you really are able to follow through with what you say. That is one big thing.
That is key.
Yeah, especially say with me doing the service mission, I have to do that first. I have to do a lot of other things first for me to be able to give them a call, the girl I'm talking to, or have been talking to. So yeah, there's just a couple of those things like that. But make sure that you're gonna be able to follow through with what you say. Now, what you got?
Yeah, following through in the dating game is really important. If you don't have communication in dating, then everything just falls apart. Everything falls apart if you don't have communication. If you and the girl do not communicate, nothing's going to progress.
Yep.
And that's just facts. So we need to make sure we're communicating and dating. And then also, even before you're in a relationship, even after a first date or something, keep messaging her. Hey, just been thinking of you. Wondering, is everything all right? I really had fun on the date. We should totally do it again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just having communication.
Right, yeah. Communication's a key. And it goes with every relationship as well. And also, I'm trying to think of exactly what you have been saying. Saying communication.
Texting,
yeah. So texting is a very big one. Just like Connor said. Kind of just follow up with them after the date. It doesn't have to be right after it. It could be a day after. And just say, hey, that was fun. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, and keep the conversation going, too, through text.
Right. Try to keep the conversation going as much as you can. And the best way to do that is send a question that they can answer to. So then it makes them have to respond back without just reading the message.
Right.
So yeah, what else do you think, Connor?
Just make sure you always get at least a second date.
Right, yeah. Definitely. the more you're able to keep going out with the same girl. I mean, and it's also good to date around too. To get different.
Right. I've dated around enough.
Right. Yeah. Connor's been doing that for quite a while.
Yep.
And it's good because you get like
for half my life.
Right. And it's good to like do that because then you're able to like know what you do like, what you don't like.
In
like,
a person.
Yeah, in a person.
Right.
And who you're most compatible with.
Right.
Like even I need to do that a little bit more, a little bit better than I have in the past. So like, yeah, so really just try to do those things.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. So one thing that's worked for me about getting dates, if any of you are like, man, how do you get like first dates? Like how do you like? One thing that's worked for me is like, for example, on a dating app, you message if you start getting a conversation going, like list things that you think are fun on first dates. Like be like, we can go bowling, we can go get like dinner, we can get ice cream, we can go on a hike, we can have a picnic, we can watch a TV show or something, go for a drive, go bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Like just give her a list of things, and that will bring more options.
Right.
And not as scared. Oh, this guy seems pretty cool.
Right, yeah. So the more you give them options, the better off you're going to be successful.
Right.
And also, like, kind of with that, too, if the more you're open, like, keep an open mind about, like, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. Like, kind of keep an open mind with everything.
Exactly, yep. And Riley, just a question. What do you look for in a girl?
What do I look for in a girl?
Yep.
Oh, that's a big question. Well, first and foremost, they have to love God as much as they love me. Because I mean, and everyone's different too.
Or God comes first and then you.
Yeah, God comes first and then me. And then second, personality. And then third, maybe looks. Because looks, you have to have the looks too.
You have to have the looks.
Like, it's a bonus too sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's extra credit.
Yeah, basically. So, there's that. And then just how they treat other people. How they treat their parents.
Mm-hmm.
How they honor their parents.
How they were raised.
Yeah, how they're raised. Just little things like that.
But political party.
Yeah, political party's a big one. Because if you can't agree on a political party, then that's gonna
be a divorce.
That would not be good.
No, it would not. You don't want to. Like, for example, we're not gonna get into our party, but you don't want to have someone that is like, oh, I don't agree with that party. Oh, you don't? Okay, well, bye bye.
Like, you have to know what you want too.
Right.
And what the other person wants.
Right. Okay, so what I look for in a girl, a nice, beautiful personality.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, religion, like same religion as me, like Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Right, same here.
Right.
I was alluding to that, but I didn't exactly say the church name.
Right. A temple marriage, eternal marriage, you know. And then, like, what else I look forward to, like, looks, of course, is a big one.
Right.
And I think some of the reason why people get in some divorces is because of looks. Like, maybe, like, they'll, like, look around or whatever, you know?
Right. They have a wandering eye, kind of.
Yeah.
Which isn't good.
It's not good. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. I mean, it's good to do it when you're single. I mean,
yeah, when you're single.
Don't get me wrong. Only when you're single.
I mean, yeah, it's good when you're single, but then at the same time, it cannot be good because if you're really like lusting after him, then that's another thing. But if you just like look at him and be like, oh, she looks pretty cute, then there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there's there's rules of do's and don'ts for a lot of things.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add?
Really just show genuine interest.
Yep.
And the whole, okay, you might come across rejection. If they do reject you, then really it's them, it's not you.
Right.
Like, it's just, you just have to be like, you know what, it just wasn't meant to be, just kind of move on. And I know it's hard to move on sometimes, but...
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I really have any last words. Maybe if you just felt like we missed something talking about dating, just let us know in the comments.
Right. Always let us know in the comments.
Yep, subscribe. Alright.